Okay, so I did a video yesterday on Raspbian 95, which is like a Windows 95 skin on Raspbian, and it works really, really well. It's really impressive, and what's really impressive as well is there's lots of good emulators on there, and it plays DOS games really well. So I've got Redream and PPSSPP I'm going to go to and have a look at that. But I thought I'd show you first of all, if you're looking for some old DOS games, so if I open up the web browser, and in the other video explains how to download the image and also how to change the language to English. So I go into my history. So DOS Games Archive is lots of demos, and most of these work with DOSBOX. I've had a few that don't work, but basically you can flick through and find what you want. So just have a look through. There's loads of things on there. But I was going to download an arcade game, and I was going to download Champ Kong. So let's click on the zip file. You can see here it says executable ckong.exe. That's the one you want to look for when you've downloaded the game. So that's, click on here. So that's downloading, as you can see. So now if I show that in the folder, just close down the web browser because I don't need that anymore. Now ckong is the game, and I want to put it into this I want to unzip it and I want to put it into this DOS games folder. So I'm going to open that one up, and I want to copy that string, and then we go extract to, paste the string in here and do extract, and you'll see that it comes up there. So ckong 111. So I can close that down now, and if I want to play ckong, I can just find the exe file, right click it, and then open with DOSBOX. And you can see that it loads up. Let's skip past all that. And we've got options here, controllers, player 1, let's change that to joystick A, center joystick. God, I miss having to do this, and press a button. Move it around. I can now try pressing, if I press B, that goes back. So I'm actually controlling the menu with the joystick now. Start game. Something about Donkey Kong that it's still just an enjoyable game to play, even though it's very basic. Can I climb? Oh, I can't climb with the hammer. Do I have to press jump then? I guess it's a limited time you get the hammer for. Oh, I'm up. It doesn't lend itself to the analog joystick very well. Oh, it's tight. Oh, he's there. Oh, I died. Right, got too keen. So, one more, another couple of games from DOSBOX. Need for Speed. I don't know why this came out so bad graphics-wise, but I mean, it works, so I'll put it on. So, here's another joystick, so we can move it around, and it centers itself. Press a button. So that's very straightforward, that clicks into joystick control. Because it's a demo, there's very little settings you can change on it. So you can see it goes in and it's very low res. So I'll start off in the car. So you've actually got gear change. So first, second. And if I press C for camera, you can see it's a bit choppy. And I've seen this game look I've played it way better on an old machine, but because it's the demo, I guess they've just given it to you as a low res option. So if I press the C button again, probably helps if I look at the screen. You can see it takes me a bit further out of the car and then back in the car. So, whoa, got a bit of air then. That would have been nice to see outside of the car. Right, so, and you can see it tells you about the game. Keep pressing escape. If you want to get out of this bit, just type exit and go back, and Sky Roads. Last one of DOSBOX for now. I've got other videos on DOSBOX, which I've done before. I just wanted to try and cover some different games. And that's loud. Hope the music's so loud. And you've got, so the speed stays at where you leave it. So you can see I'm not holding the joystick forward at the moment, but it's staying at that speed. And it's about getting a speed that enables you to get through the course. So I can speed right up now. There you go, road complete. Let's just try one more of those. Oh, I got a 2 that time, so I did it obviously quicker than I did before. What's going on here? Whoa. Oh, there's obviously a jump button. Or is it speed related? Might be speed related. Let's give it a bit of beans and see if that. See that? Oh, there's a jump button. There's a jump button. Must be a button on the joypad. Oh, well that changes the game. Oh, that changes the game a lot. This is alright actually. I'm not alright with it, but that's alright. Yeah, I might come back to that. So, that was Sky Roads. All of these games came from that website that I showed earlier on, and as I say, I'll put a link in the description. So I was going to cover PPSSPP. So PPSSPP comes up in Spanish. So I worked out you need to go to Preferences, Sistema, and then it was Idioma, and then in my case I'm looking for English. So I need to set up my controller, so let's go into Settings, Controls, Control Mapping, D-pad up, D-pad down, okay, so when we're on the home screen, to find the games, if they're on a USB stick like mine are, go to Pi, go to 32 gig, which is the name of my stick, RetroPie mount, ROMs, PSP, and you can see I've got one game in there. I think there's some more in this folder, but let's just go with this game anyway because it's pretty good. Haven't changed any of the settings on this. You can really play around with the settings on PPSSPP, and I have in other videos and made it full screen and enhanced the graphics and all sorts of things, but I thought I'd just leave it stock as it is for the purpose of this. So I'm using a wired Xbox 360 controller, and it's got an analog stick, and it's configured for the analog stick. You have to do a bit of joypad configuration. Okay, oh, been out of shape. Am I back in? I'm back in. Takes a bit of getting used to. It's quite twitchy, but it's certainly playable and it's enjoyable, and it's a nice speed, nice and smooth. Oh, I didn't know where the track was going then. That's better. Oh no. Oh, God, it's an awkward track. Some really funny angles on it. I'll take one of these out. Oh no, nearly. It's a really good it's a really good PSP game. Really enjoy it. Right, oh, that's too big. Oh, but I'm in the lead. There you go, so that's PSP. And the last one I wanted to show was Dreamcast. And then I thought I'd do a quick YouTube test as well. Yeah, this is a really odd track. I like it, but it's just got some funny angles. Right, so let's close that down. Launch Redream. So Tony Hawk's I'll do on this. Just I haven't changed anything on this. Haven't had to configure the controller or anything. Redream is a really nice emulator for Dreamcast. And I've got loads of other videos on Dreamcast and PPSSPP on my YouTube channel. If you check in my playlist, I've got well over 100 videos in my Pi playlist. And the sound is working, I've just turned it right down so it doesn't overlap my speech. Here we go, so as we drop in you can see that it looks pretty smooth, not too bad at all. Again, there are loads of settings you can change on this to improve gameplay. I haven't changed anything at all. I just thought I'd have a look and see what it worked like. Just that like that. So let's quit out of that. So last thing I thought I'd do a check on what YouTube ran like because YouTube and Netflix have announced that they've actually lowered their streaming quality to cope with the increased demand at the moment. So let's have a look. Yeah, so block 60 FPS video is on anyway. So let's have a look and see if it helps the Pi to have a reduced quality. I mean, my daughter was watching Netflix yesterday. It looks really good. On the Apple TV, not on the Pi. But I'd heard on the news that the quality was being dropped to cope with the extra demand. So let's go try and find something which is a bit higher quality. Yeah, this one. So I uploaded this at 1440 so that it would be a higher quality stream. So let's see what we can change here. Okay, so I wanted to show 1080, a little bit different quality than the motocross game I was just playing. If I start on my iPad, so I tap on the Stadia app. Weird having a play button down there. Let's get into the gameplay bit. Oh, and let's mute myself. So how are we looking? Yeah, it's still not perfect. And of course, I don't know if... actually, it's not. It doesn't seem to be glitching much, does it? But the overall quality is looking a bit soft. And this video, because I uploaded it in the highest quality, does look really crisp when it's played back well. But yeah, that's full screen 1080. And that seems to be working all right. So check out my previous video and it explains more about how to get this build, but also check out PyLab's video, which I linked to in my video because he was the one who uploaded this image and has done a lot of work on the emulators and various things there. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.